Sorrow may last through the night, but joy comes in the morning. Hey fam, Pastor Lou again, spending another day thinking of y'all, praying for y'all. Hope you're enjoying wherever you are in this season of shelter in place. I hope you're keeping yourself busy with activities because joy is kind of hard to find right now. And I don't know about you, but I've been catching myself being a little less joyful. And if you know me, I like to smile a lot. But sometimes I can see a little bit of a frown once in a while. And it's not good. It's not good at all. How are you handling your joy? How are you handling your happiness? From a scale from 0 to 10, 0 being like, I'm totally not in a good place right now, to 10 being like, I'm super exuberant, joyful. Where are you placing yourself in that scale? How are you dealing with a lack of joy, especially when a lot of things are limited to us in keeping ourselves like activity-wise to keep us happy, right? Can't go out, can't go to the beach, can't go to sit-down restaurants, can't go to the movie theater, can't hang out with your friends. What can we really do to keep us joyful? In Philippians 3, Paul actually tackles this in the first 3 verses of that chapter. It is written by him saying, whatever happens, my dear brothers and sisters, rejoice in the Lord. I never get tired of telling you these things, and I do it to safeguard your faith. Watch out for those dogs, those people who do evil, those mutilators who say you must be circumcised to be saved. For we who worship by the Spirit of God are the ones who are truly circumcised. We rely on what Jesus Christ has done for us. We put no confidence in human effort. So 3 things we want to go over in these passages. Number 1, Paul makes a point to say, rejoice in the Lord, and that he never gets tired of repeating that. It's so easy for us to lose track of our joy and like lose touch of it, lose control of it. And he is emphasizing that it's something that we actually have to constantly check on ourselves. We have to be careful and guard the joy that we have. You know, there's a passage in the Bible that says guard your heart. It doesn't just mean the things that are coming in, it also means the things going out. You can not let people steal that joy from your life. Right? The joy that they're talking about is a persistent, actively chosen choice to pursue this kind of joy. The people that will steal your joy is what he's talking about in verse 2. These are people who want to take your joy and add things on top of it. These are the things that we treat as tradition, things that we add on top of what we should understand as a legitimate faith in Jesus Christ. You got to go to church can be considered a tradition. Now, I recommend that we go to church once the shelter place thing is done. I highly recommend you do. Is it absolutely necessary? It has to be regimented where you have to keep track of everybody who's not and is not going. I don't think so. That's not the point. Is it important that you dress a certain way or that you have to be a certain way? These are all minor things. But if you have someone saying that you have to dress a certain way to be saved, I have questions about their relationship with the Lord. Does it mean that you have to be circumcised to be saved? Does it mean you have to be baptized to be saved? Does it mean you have to say a ritual prayer to be saved? All these things are being added on top of what really matters and what is the core of a relationship with our Lord Jesus Christ. It is not the external actions that we do that keep us safe, but it's the internal relationship that is processed and accepted in our minds and hearts. It is the identity of the one that is the center of our joy and our peace and our affections. There is power in his death, and there is also power in his resurrection. And everything he has done when he came to earth 2,000 plus years ago allows us to be freed from anything that we would think would be the way to be approved by God. Jesus Christ proved that we are worthy of his love and affection by dying on the cross. Our joy and our center and our purpose should be focused around that person, that the action, that deed that happened long ago. That's is what we're supposed to have joy in. And by repenting in our lives and going back to Him and saying, Jesus Christ, because of you, I am free. You are now the center and the focus of my joy and affection. And since you are above, beyond, and apart from me, I don't have to worry about losing my joy anymore, because my joy is eternal because you are eternal. My joy does not have to be dictated by my situation because you are constant. You're seated on your throne. You have peace. You have joy, and you love me so much. This is the worship that we have in spirit and in truth. I don't know where you are in your life, but I pray to God that you're not trying to do things to make yourself look good in front of a God that already has done everything for you to be good. This is a good time for you to reflect and realize that the source of everything that we can have in its pureness and its perfection is in Jesus Christ. There's a song written by this guy named Josh Baldwin called Fountains, and he talks about how everything he has, the fountains, the source of living water, comes from Jesus, and all his hope is in Him. Take the time to listen to it, and I pray that that song gives you hope and refocuses your joy. Know that the joy does not come from the things you do, but from the one that was willing to give it all. God bless you all.